Hello all, good afternoon. Welcome to CAD Technologies. Today we'll be learning how to make a model using part modeling. There are various commands which we are going to use. If you want to learn more about other modules and you want more of practice exercises, you can subscribe to our channel. We'll keep posting videos more frequently for better understanding of other commands as well as for your practice. Now, coming back to this component, there are three different views provided: the front view, the right view and the top view. Now, there are section views here. The whole body is not shown as a section. There is only half section shown for you for understanding of your internal cuts, that is 80 diameter, 72 diameter, etc. There is also a detail view shown for the groove cut, which is detail A, and there is also a section view shown for this feature. The section is exactly cut on this edge, as you can see. The internal features are provided to give the description of the internal cut, which is a revolve cut. This is a revolve cut in CREO. It's a loft in catia and revolve cut in solidworks too. So to begin making this model, we are using same CREO as the CAD tool. I'd like to consider this as the 0, 0 of my model and start beginning making my model. Now let's create a new component. Considering the 0, 0, I'd take the plate of 180 by 90 and add that material to 16, which is extrude in CREO and pad in catia. You can follow the same process in catia as well. There is just a difference in constraints, etc. Nothing much. And commands too, name of the commands. Now the same is being added to 16 if I'm not wrong. Yes. Now there's a circle as well. The height of the circle is 100 from the base. So I can directly take a plane. The reason why I'm taking a plane is because I want to maintain the 100 from the base and not subtract 100 minus 16 and add material from here. So I'd like to take the 100 dimension first. On this, I'd like to make the sketch and create the circle. Now, if you can see in the drawing, it's clearly understood that the circle is maintaining tangent with the edge. So I'll give that first, so we need not give the dimensions again. And then it tends to add material to the next surface. If I flip the direction, you can see. Now, what is this feature? This feature is actually a circle, as you can see in the right view. It's of 60. It's actually been added to 110 with respect to the center, and it has few internal cuts, as you can see. So to do this, we need to start the circle at a height of 50. Let's try to do that. I want the right view or the left view. Anything is fine. Now I want to start it from here. I know that the height should be 50 and the center is actually lying on the edge of your circle. You already know that it's lying on the edge of your circle, as you can see the center. Now, the diameter of the circle is 60. It is added symmetrically to either sides up to 110. This is the addition of your circle. This feature is actually your circle. Now, there are few internal cuts. These can be done using a revolve cut option. You can just select the front plane and start using your revolve cut and start making your sketch. Let us consider the axis. It's exactly at the center, and the removal we are trying to do is in this manner. So let me try to make the first line and try to give the dimensions. We know that the first line is a distance of 20 and of 80 dia. This is supposed to be 80 and 20. There is another one for inner side. This is supposed to be 72. Now, the end of this is given from the bottom, 25. So I'd like to take that from here and say this is the distance is given from the bottom, which is 25. And I have another one, 50 to 9. This is 9 and this is 50. And the leftover is the remaining cut part is, let me check the dimension, and the remaining cut part is actually the internal cut, which is 30. Now once I say OK, it removes the material from the inner side. Now the same can be done for this as well, but we require a plane exactly at this location. So you can create a plane and then try to make the same revolve cut. This is how you take a plane and start creating a revolve. It's a very easy revolve, but a lot of people are not aware of taking a plane and cutting it at a distance. Now, let's begin doing that. It has 30 and then 45 and then 30 again with 30 TYP. TYP is typical. So I'd like to take 30 from here and then 45 and then 30 again and cut this material. Now we know that this distance is 30, which they have already mentioned. If this is 30, this is automatically 30. This is 45 and this is 30. Now I'll give an equal one because they have mentioned typical, that means this and this are the same. When I do that, it tries to remove the material from the inner side. Now, there are supports as well, as you can see. Let me try to give that. The support is of 8 thickness. From the center, it has a support. And creates a line. Now the height is 50. Sure, hoping from that edge 70. I'm sorry, from 70 from the bottom edge. It's the same on both the sides, so that's why typical. And then the thickness is 8. The same thing is on the other side, so I'd like to mirror the same and you can see the feature. Now, there is another edition of a 30 dia circle at a distance of 81. So as per that, I can take a plane at a distance of 81 and on this I can make the sketch. Now the feature is exactly at the center, so I'm not using much of my references, I'm just taking the existing references, which is at 50 and the diameter is 30, which is provided here. Now the addition of material distance is not required because it has to be done up to the immediate next surface. So once you flip the body, it can be done up to the immediate next surface. Now, apart from these, there are holes, as you can see. So let's try to drill them. I'd like to take the first one over here. This is a very simple one. They have mentioned that on PCD 80, there are 2 holes of diameter 3 with a depth of 9. So I'll take first I'll just change the diameter to 9. Sorry, I'll just change the diameter to 3 and depth to 9, and then we cut. Perfect. Then I'd like to give a diametrical diameter with respect to the axis and say the PCD is supposed to be 80. This is at this angle and say 0. Pitch circle diameter is not 80, I think it's 84, it cannot be 80. So I'd like to mirror this onto the other side and you can see the same feature on the other side as well. The pitch circle diameter is wrong, I think it's supposed to be 84, please make a note of that. Now, there are 4 holes on this as well, so let me try to make a sketch. I am trying to maintain the dimensions, hence I have taken a sketch. You can also do a direction pattern if you know the distance of the hole from the edges. I don't know that, hence I am trying to use a point pattern. This is at a distance of 150 and 50. So I'd like to take that. I'm using a data point. Now, there are 4 holes of 12 diameter and they are through. So I'll change this to 12 and give it through. Same pattern onto the other side. Just 4 holes. Now, there are holes on this as well, as you can see. It's at a pitch circle diameter of 45 with 8 dia and depth 22. So I'd like to do that too. again, when I'm trying to drill the hole, I already have a plane on this at the center, as you can see. You can see this plane. Yes. Now I'd like to use that plane to give the diametrical hole. And this is supposed to be 45. And it has to maintain a distance of 45 degrees from the center. Now the diameter of the hole is 8 and the depth is up to 22. Again, I can use a pattern for this. I only want 4, so as soon as I select axis pattern, it creates 4. I can mirror it onto the other side because there are 8, they have mentioned 8 holes, that is 4 on this side and 4 on the back side as well. And there's another hole which is up to 10 dia up to the next. So I can do that as well by taking the hole command as usual and give it 10 dia up to the next surface. These are your hole generations. Now, for your finishing operations, as you can see, there are rounds here of R16 typical. That is all 4 edges of R16. So this is supposed to be R16. Now there is another round which you can observe on this edge, which is of R2. So I'll just select the edge and give R2. It gives the. Now the section views what I have explained, I will just show you the section views as well. Maybe considering this as the aim. This is the first section view which we took, but we did not show the complete section, we just showed you this section. I will just switch on the hashing. This is the section which has been shown in the drawing. Now the second section, whatever you are trying to see, is section B, which is cut at the center. I'd like to show you that as well. On the right, as you can see, again I'll show you the hatching. You can see this portion of your drawing. I have forgotten a small group cut which was supposed to be done. So let me try to take a revolve for that now. This is supposed to be done before all the holes. I have just missed it. Let me take an arc. It's the detail view feature, as you can see, this feature. It's of R3 at a distance of 6. And it tries to remove the material. This is the group cut. There was some, I just missed the feature. You can do it before or after, that's okay. Do it before you drill the holes. It's an ideal choice. This is how you do the modeling. If you have any queries, you can email us or you can contact us. Our details are in the description, are given in the description below. If you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. It gives us a lot of support to post more videos. Thank you.